Hi everyone, I'm Amy's Story with Stamp with Joy, and this is episode 7 of Where in the World is Amy Stamping? This is my National Park Series 1, we'll just call it right now because hopefully there'll be more in the future. But so today, well actually all week since Monday, since Sunday actually, we have been here at Yellowstone National Park in beautiful Wyoming, and part of it's in Montana too. We've been staying in Montana, but coming over to the park several days this week, and it is amazing. So many different beautiful types of scenery and terrain. We're sitting here today on the Yellowstone River is right behind me. Beautiful scenery. We've already seen several geysers throughout the week. There's just so much to see here. Anyway, now I have a special guest with me today. This is my sister, Laurie Wiesner. So she and her husband, Johnny, have been with us this week at Yellowstone, and we've been having a great time just seeing the beautiful scenery around us, God's beautiful creation. We're just enjoying it. So let's make a card. Oh, I'm going to switch out my glasses as usual because I can't see what I'm doing without my readers. Oh, and I got to take my hat off. Jimmy's telling me. Okay, so today I am using a different stamp set that I haven't used this week. This is called Perfectly Pairs. This was just released in July, I believe, and it is a beautiful suite of products. There's the stamp set with a coordinating die set, along with beautiful DSP that's called Painterly Pairs DSP, and also the low profile sparkle dots, which I've used several times this week. That's also part of this suite, along with some beautiful ribbon that I'm going to show you in a minute. Anyway, it's all available in the online store. It's not featured in a publication. So that's what I'm using today. And also, I'm going to make a little bit of a different card. We're going to do a banner card. So as you can see, it's a banner that opens. I used let me see what they're called, Party Banners dies. These is a new die set that was released in the annual catalog that came out in May, and it is awesome. I mean, I didn't write down how many come in there. There's so many different sizes. This is not even the biggest, and they go to pretty small as well. So, and to make it a card where it folds over, I started with an 11 by 4 1/4 piece of cardstock, and I scored it at 5 1/2. Went ahead and folded it, and then I took the die. Of course, I didn't bring them because I didn't want to bring them with me to show you, but you just lay the die where the cutting edge on this is slightly above your fold line, so that you're not cutting through that top. You just want to cut through the sides and the bottom, if that makes sense. I have a hovering bee, so if y'all see a bee, or if I suddenly freak out, you'll know why. So then I cut the next size down banner, or it could have even been 2 sizes down, I'm not sure, but anyway, I cut that with the DSP. I got something stuck to my adhesive. Okay, so let's stick that down. All right here. Just center that on there. I love it. And this background is the new Darling Duckling, is that yellow. It's kind of it's a greenish yellow kind of, I guess. It's really pretty. All right. Oh, I'm gonna look at my sample for a second. Okay, I forgot about that. All right, we're not gonna do the inside. Let's pull out, well, we don't need that yet. That's the finished one. We can't see that. Pretend like you didn't see that. All right, so we're gonna stamp with Secret C. So instead of black, I'm actually gonna stamp these little double pairs in Secret C, which is that deep, dark blue. It's almost between navy blue and black. It's a new in color this year, but it's a color that's in the paper, so that's why I decided, but it stamps really nice. It's a nice alternative to black. So I've got that. And then I can see the wind's about to pick up, so I'm going to make sure those stay down. Laurie's going to help me hold things down. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the inside of the pears in Darling Duckling. And I'm just going to stick my head in the camera for a minute. line that up. And so then we have just a pretty shade of yellowish greenish color. It's a good pear color for some that are not quite as ripe. We're going to do that, and then there's not a fill-in stamp for the leaf, so we're going to color those in with our Mossy Meadow Stampin' Blends markers. So I'm going to do the stem and this the darker shade. These are hot. Oh my gosh, look what it did.
Oh dear.
That's because they're hot. Hang on, I'm going to use this first though. That's never happened before. Maybe I shouldn't be carrying them around in the heat. Who knew? See, lessons learned. I'm going to let you all know what you shouldn't do with your alcohol markers. It's all right. They're still working just fine. So I used the dark one, and now I'm coloring over it with the light. It doesn't matter that that blob got on the paper because these would be die cut anyway, which I've already got one die cut. Through the magic of television, we have, okay, I'm going to put that up and pull out, voila, I cut that out with the dies at home, trying to bring as little as possible. Now I need that little, where'd that little Mossy Meadow banner go? There it is. Okay, so here's another size of the banner that I cut out with Mossy Meadow, and I'm just going to stick these on here with some dimensionals. And then we're going to, uh-oh, here comes the wind. Gotta hang on to my trash. I don't want to litter like I did at Canyonlands. That was a disaster. Okay. We're going to put that on the banner right there. And then we're going to pop up the banner on the card. So more dimensionals. Just going to put 3 on there. Less is more sometimes. Sometimes more is more. All right. So we're just going to kind of put this in the upper corner like this. Okay. And then I'm going to stamp the sentiment on this little strip that I already cut out. See if the wind will stop for a second so that doesn't fly away when I let go of it to stamp on. Hold please. Okay, let's try it. And the sentiment is, a good friend is a gift. I agree with that. So true. Alright, so we're going to put a dimensional on the left side, and adhesive on the right, because I want it to be the same level as the popped up banner here, and then I want it to be popped up on the left like that. Okay, so there we have that. Now we need a little piece of Mossy Meadow ribbon, and look, it's got the gold on one side, and it's just got the little, I mean, like you can have a more gold side with the Mossy Meadow edge, or you can do more of the Mossy Meadow side that has just little gold speckles, which is what I want to show. And I'm just going to tie this piece into a knot. Just a little square knot like that. I'm kind of twisting it to get both sides the same. And then we're just going to trim the ends like this. And stick it on with a mini glue dot. Oh, my stuff is hot. Just going to put that on right there. Because you know me, I gotta have ribbon on there. I like ribbon. Now, for the inside, because this Mossy Meadow is pretty dark, it'd be hard to write on, I cut a smaller banner in basic white, and I'm going to stick that on the inside. like this, so that you have something to write on. And then I forgot to put, I didn't, you know what, I'm going to show you what I stamped, because I didn't pull the stamps out on blocks ahead of time to stamp this part, but on the inside I just stamped these flowers and in Mossy Meadow, and then I stamped this little stamp in the Darling Duckling to make the little centers of the flowers, and then you can just write your little message in there. So we just need to add the embellishments and then we're done. So let's add some of the whatever those are called, I forget, sparkle dots, low profile sparkle dots. I'm going to put one big one and then 2 small ones, like that. Ta-da! We finished. Okay, so there is our completed card, the banner card, and it stands up really pretty too, like that. So that's just kind of a fun, different way to do a card with those banners. I love them. And they also, you can get the banner dies as part of a bundle with the party alphabet dies, which is a big, like, I think they're 2 or 3 inches. They're big, really big letters. So they're both really great dies to have. All right. So that is... It's bright out here.
Tell them who that is over there.
Oh, there's Johnny. That's my brother-in-law, Johnny. Another special guest. We're just enjoying this beautiful, beautiful weather out here and this gorgeous scenery. And we're so glad that you decided to come along with us. Thank you so much for watching.
You still have the ordering special going?
Oh, I do. And it ends on the 16th, I believe. Is that tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow, yeah. It ends tomorrow, the 16th. So $75 order, and I will send you 5 handmade cards plus a free embellishment, which I will send out by the end of the month when I get home. So thanks for watching. And this is the end of this particular segment of Where in the World is Amy Stamping, but I'm not saying it's over. You never know where I might pop up. I can make a card anywhere. So hope to see you again soon. Bye.